Gaslighting is a fairly popular term that gets thrown around a lot. But how do you know that someone is actually gaslighting you? What does it look like? What does it sound like? And what can you do about it? In this short video, I want to share with you 5 gaslighting phrases that people will use to silence you so you can catch it when it's actually happening to you. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I am going to share with you what you can do about it. My name is Joanna, your mindful mastery coach, and I am passionate about helping people gain mastery over their mind and emotions so that they can fully enjoy their life. Gaslighting is a term used to describe when somebody tries to get you to doubt your reality and your memory. The biggest problem when it comes to gaslighting is that people don't even realize that it's more common than we think. And you may be surprised to find that some of these phrases you may be guilty of saying to other people as well. The first gaslighting phrase I wanted to talk about is stop being insecure. This phrase might have alternative ways of being said. It can be said something like, you're too insecure, or you're being unnecessarily jealous. These type of phrases are used to undermine your feelings and your reactions to situations. While yes, we don't want to be insecure and we don't want to be overly jealous and come off as controlling, it is okay to feel those things, and it's okay to bring them up to someone else to work through them. The second gaslighting phrase is, you are too emotional. It can also be said that you are too dramatic. This is basically a way of saying that your emotions are too intense and as a result are invalid, which is not correct. So no matter what anyone says, you are allowed to feel what you feel. You are not being too dramatic. You are not being too emotional. You're allowed to express your feelings and you are allowed to feel them. Just maybe limit the amount of time you spend in those emotions so you don't negatively impact yourself or your relationships around you. The third gaslighting phrase that someone might use to silence you is stop imagining things. It could be said in a different way, like that never happened, or you are just remembering it wrong, or even that you are exaggerating the situation. This phrase is typically used to manipulate you by making you feel like you are not there mentally, like something is wrong with your brain and that you're losing your mind, forgetting things, getting things wrong. The truth is though that you have to remember everyone is coming from a different perspective. So the way you see something will not necessarily match what somebody else sees, but them trying to invalidate your memory of it and the way it made you feel is not okay, because our emotions are what makes things memorable to us. The fourth gaslighting phrase you might hear is, can't you take a joke? An alternative way you might hear it is, you're taking things way too seriously, or you're just overthinking things. Now this one is used unconsciously by people a lot of times without realizing they are gaslighting someone. Hurt people hurt people. So when someone is hurt, they might make a joke that really isn't funny and actually hurts you. But them saying things like, can't you take a joke, or you're taking it too seriously, is only trying to downplay your feelings about it. But as I already said, you are allowed to feel what you feel. And the fifth gaslighting phrase that someone may use to try to silence you is, you need help. And yes, we might need help in certain situations. We might need to, let's say, go to therapy in some cases, or we just might need someone to listen to us, or provide us with some kind of guidance. But that is not on someone else to tell you. You're the one who decides when you need help, if you need help, and how and who you will seek it from. So don't let anyone tell you that you need help, because that is a way of them trying to project on you their own insecurity, their own need to get help, as well as their inability to resolve conflict in a healthy way. So basically, if you have someone that keeps blaming you or is overly critical about whatever you do, who questions your every move, or even casts doubt on your sanity, whether it's intentional or unintentional, they are gaslighting you. Now, what can you do if you are being gaslit by someone? The answer really comes down to one thing, and that's self-love. Loving yourself will allow you to see when you are being abused, when you are being gaslit, when you are being treated in a way that you do not deserve. And how do you love yourself? You acknowledge your feelings. You acknowledge that you have what you feel, but you can also work through those things, and you can work through them with the other person by communicating, or you can work through it yourself, because ultimately we are responsible for our feelings and the actions that they cause. And if you're someone who finds that you have been using these phrases without realizing that you are gaslighting someone, the way you can stop this is to also embrace self-love. Love yourself for who you are. Love yourself enough to understand that your feelings matter just like anyone else's, and to try to see things from other perspectives, because when we do that, we are able to see that everyone thinks differently and everyone feels differently about the same situation, and neither is right or wrong, it just is. So comment down below and let me know where you're tuning in from and what you think about gaslighting. Have you ever been gaslit before? Or have you gaslit someone else without even knowing it? If you liked this video, found it helpful or entertaining in any way, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon to get notified every time I upload a new video. Because this year, I am committed to helping you gain mastery over your mind and emotions. See you in the next video. Bye!